E.W. Freeman, I owe you a huge apology, first of all, because you told me when we were scoring 11 touchdowns against Savannah State, who else did we mopped the floor with FAU and South Florida and spotted Georgia Tech a lead and came back. Don't get too happy that you ain't back. But there I was right here in the studio telling you we can play with anybody. We can beat anybody. We're unstoppable. Mm-hmm. Stephen Morris has got weapons all over the place. Our defense, much improved from a year ago. And it looks that way when you're playing Savannah State and USF and FAU. Well, yesterday brought me back to reality. I have never, E-Dub, seen such a gutless, punchless, pathetic, soft, lame effort of a defense in all my years of watching Canes football. Defensively, I think we've hit rock bottom. And right now, I think Savannah State wants a piece of us.
Of course they do.
Nobody's afraid of the U anymore.
Rematch, please, rematch.
Yesterday, because I don't call them the U anymore, I call them the Who. And no disrespect to the rock band, but I call them the Who because who the bleep were those guys yesterday, Dub? Because this ain't the school that gave us Russell Maryland or Warren Sapp or Cortez Kennedy. I don't know who those guys were, but they looked clueless, and they had no idea how to stop Duke. We're talking about Duke.
Johnson?
Basketball school Duke.
Oh, that Duke. Okay.
Not FSU, not Alabama, not Johnny Football in there. We're talking about Duke, where Bobby Hurley went to school. We gave up 358 yards. We made Duke look like one of those old Nebraska teams. Couldn't tackle anybody, giving up third downs over and over again. And some guy I never heard of, he scored 5 touchdowns.
Oh, wow. I got
I never heard of him.
Actually,
I mean, we seem to do this every week.
His nickname is the Phantom, by the way.
A week ago, we made Logan, what's his name, from Virginia Tech, look like Peyton Manning. I'm just sick of this, E-Dub. This team is a fraud. I'm just totally embarrassed. And boy, was I fooled by this school, by this team. 543 yards we gave up to Duke. To freaking Duke, E-Dub. You know? And it's not that Stephen Morris and the offense was that bad despite not having Duke Johnson and Philip Dorsett. They scored 30 points. They put up over 500 yards. Mm-hmm. We couldn't tackle anybody. I mean, that's one of the most embarrassing efforts I've ever seen. Usually, let me tell you what a Miami Hurricane is. You punch a Miami Hurricane in the mouth, and they will punch you back. I don't know who those guys were yesterday. And then Virginia Tech, on the heels of beating us in the rainstorm, gives us another chance. Here, UM, you can have the Coastal Division. Just beat Duke. Basketball school Duke. The school with the track around their football stadium, Duke.
Sure,
just beat them. Yeah.
Wow. It's ugly.
And we couldn't do it. So I think some heads need to roll. Because I think, again, we've hit rock bottom. And I'm going to say it, Mark D'Onofrio, you need to look at yourself in the mirror. Al Golden, you need to take a look at your defensive coordinator and ask him a few questions. Because this is unacceptable. You, sir, told me a couple of weeks ago, the U ain't back, Fox. The U ain't back until we win championships. Well, we can't beat Duke in a game that we had everything to play for. Duke! We couldn't do it. I think Al Golden needs to make some decisions, man. And if D'Onofrio's your boy or whatever it is, I don't know if he has photos of you or whatever it is, but you got to do something about this. This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
And I'm totally embarrassed. Again, this is a travesty, a joke. The defense yesterday was spineless, gutless, heartless, any other list that you could think of. That was us yesterday. We got punched in the mouth by Duke. It makes me want to puke.
Rhymed and everything, huh?